So, chat, as you guys know, I am not the biggest fan of Elon Musk. The past several years, he's gone on this insane, like, right-wing grift. Like, he's literally, like, Donald Trump's, like, biggest dick sucker at this point. Like, it's insane how much this guy
Thank you
has
for the
his nose
membership.
shoved up Donald
Fucking simp.
Trump's ass. Thank you for the membership, by the way. I do appreciate it. But he kind of got himself into a bit of a pickle to the point that even a lot of the right-wing content creators who worship this guy, even they're kind of looking at him a little bit sideways today, like, what the fuck are you doing, my guy? So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. I actually have this video pulled up that I want to take a look at that kind of breaks down the situation. Essentially, Elon Musk, as as much of a billionaire that runs multiple multi-billion-dollar companies, and now he's very much involved in the political landscape through Donald Trump and stuff like that. As busy as he should be doing all of these things, Elon Musk would like you to believe that he's somewhat of a gamer, and a good gamer at that. He's presented some questionable details about his Diablo 3 gameplay. I think it was Diablo 3. One of the Diablo games. But basically, he was boasting some records on there that some people question the legitimacy of and stuff like that. And apparently, he's had a similar situation recently regarding his gameplay of Path of Exile. And a lot of people are kind of looking at it like, hey, this doesn't seem legit. Like, a lot of people are questioning the validity of his gameplay and his leveling and stuff like that. Some people think there's something off about it. And one of the people to question it is Asmongold. And apparently Elon wasn't too happy of that and had a full-blown crash out as a result of the situation. But enough of this. I'm rambling. Let's go ahead and let's get into this video that breaks down the whole situation pretty well.
Massive day for the unemployed. Elon Musk got exposed lying about his gaming accomplishments, and Asmongold called him out. Well, that didn't sit very well with Elon because he unfollowed Asmongold and made a bunch of tweets crying. Basically, Elon Musk was live streaming himself playing.
Bro, imagine being one of the richest men in the world and having a full-blown crash out over the fucking Roach King. Okay, the guy that literally basically lives in a dumpster, has clips on the internet of roaches crawling on him during his stream. How are you going to be a multi-billionaire and have a full-blown crash out over that guy questioning the legitimacy of your video games? Like, shouldn't you have better things to do with your time? This guy, runs Tesla. He runs SpaceX. He's supposedly going to be involved in, the government soon. Like, so many things that should be better occupying his time, but instead he's going on full-on, like, freakouts over, oh my god, Asmongold, a Twitch streamer, called out my gameplay. This is unacceptable.
Playing Path of Exile, and his character was a little too high level. He didn't know what he was doing.
He's not pressing his mana flask.
He's individually dragging the maps into the inventory.
Level 48.
Basically, people were thinking that he paid for this account or got it boosted, and Asmon was one of the people.
If Elon Musk can prove...
Now, I'll be honest, I don't really know much about Path of Exile, but I have seen some of the people commenting on this situation, and apparently he was, like, playing the game like an amateur. Like someone like me who's never played the game before and just jumped in. Apparently he was playing the game like newbie level like that. And he's like basically bragging about how he's like this god tier player or whatever.
That he played this account to 97. I will stream on X starting the day that he proves it for an entire year straight.
Very valid challenge.
Bubble in the chat says Musk is strange. Yeah, he's a really weird dude. I will never understand how he conned basically millions of people into thinking that he's some like high tier like genius or something like that. Because you actually, if you ever hear him talk about a subject that you have any amount of knowledge in, you can quickly understand that he's not a very bright guy. Like I remember seeing on Blue Sky, somebody posted something about, I don't know anything about electric cars, but Elon Musk talks about electric cars and he uses a lot of complex terminology in a way that makes it seem like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know anything about rockets, but, he talks about rockets and he talks about them in a way where if you don't know any better, it sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And this particular person said, I'm a software developer and I'm very knowledgeable in software development. And listening to Elon Musk talk about software was the day that I realized he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about, because he said a lot of stupid fucking shit in regards to software development that makes no sense whatsoever. And that's the thing about Elon Musk. He just knows how to talk in a way that makes him sound smart. But in reality, he knows fuck all.
But instead of accepting, Elon Musk snapped away Asmongold's verification, leaked their DMs, and called him a bad gamer. What?
Remember, guys, Elon Musk is the free speech guy. That's what he touts himself as. He's free speech, anti-censorship guy. And this fucking guy, someone dare question the legitimacy of his obviously faked gameplay, and his response to that was, I'm going to take away their checkmark on Twitter.
I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube and Twitch playing live with the world's best players. No other way to say this, but while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games. Not the community note on your own.
Bro, okay. I'm not a fan of Asmongold, at least not anymore. Back when he used to just play video games on stream, excuse me. Back when he used to just play video games on stream, I would watch from time to time. But Asmongold literally built his platform and his career off of how good he is at World of Warcraft. How are you going to say that this guy is not good at video games when he very clearly is?
Post.
Again, not a fan of Asmongold. I think his anti-woke grift that he's on lately is really cringe. But there's one thing you cannot deny about Asmongold. He is very good at video games.
Gold has achievements in WoW, such as Rank 12 Arms Warrior in Emerald Nightmare, Rank 47 Warrior in Blackrock Foundry, and many more. Meanwhile, the accuser here is proven to fake his achievement in PoE 2.
It was so obvious. You cannot get mad at me for bringing this up.
Baba Booey.
WestJet.
What is up, disclaimer?
I just don't get it. Like, this guy has much better things to be doing with his time, and he's over here getting triggered about somebody calling out his gameplay.
And fake gamers. WestJet615, Venezuelan trillionaire here, and today we're talking about Elon Musk. Oh, and literally 0% of you are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. Yeah. If you think the story ended there, you were thoroughly mistaken, because Asmongold...
Yeah, chasing dopamine, at least his achievements are his. Like, he didn't have to pay someone to bot his fucking account for him. Jesus Christ.
actually thinks that Elon Musk blocked him and then unblocked him again.
I would assume that since I am not following him either right now, I would assume that he soft blocked me, which means that...
Yeah, that's likely what happened. Because if you don't know, chat, I know not everybody is terminally online, so they may not be familiar with this concept, but the concept of soft blocking is basically where you block someone, then unblock them, so it forces them to unfollow you, and it also makes it so they can't DM you anymore, depending on your DM settings. That's what they're referring to.
That he probably blocked me and then unblocked me, which made it to where I don't follow him, and he also doesn't follow me. I will have to tell you that the last time that happened to me was with an angry ex-girlfriend.
As the kids would say,
my
Elon
God.
Musk quite frankly lost all of his aura as a
Hold on. I have to play that part again. I may not like Asmongold, but that's a pretty sick burn.
Would assume that since I am not following him either right now,
He compared him to an angry ex-girlfriend. Oh my God.
I would assume that he soft blocked me, which means that he probably
By the way, this lingering cough is killing me right now. It's so annoying.
blocked me and then unblocked me, which made it to where I don't follow him, and he also doesn't follow me. I will have to tell you that the last time that happened to me was with an angry ex-girlfriend.
As the kids would say,
By the way, the fact that Asmongold can even say, excuse me. Oh God, this lingering cough is awful, chat. I apologize for continually coughing into the mic. But the fact that Asmongold can even say that they have an angry ex-girlfriend, there is hope for y'all. If anybody in the chat is feeling like they're going to be single forever, there is hope for you. If the Roach King can find a girlfriend, so can you.
Elon Musk, quite frankly, lost all of his aura as a billionaire. He literally feels like a crybaby. He's like whining all the time. I'm constantly insulted on this platform. I don't know if y'all remember, but before this whole PoE situation,
Imagine crying like a bitch on the site that you own because people make fun of you on the site that you own. Dear Lord.
Elon Musk was actually known to be a top Diablo 4 player. If you don't know what that is, well, I don't blame you, because the 4 in Diablo 4 symbolizes the amount of people that actually still play the game. Anyway, Elon Musk wanted to prove he wasn't a bad gamer. Here's me doing a world record Diablo AOZ clear with Ace of Spades HQ on stream. And what a shocker, his biggest dick eater showed up. You shouldn't have to justify yourself.
Oh my god, Ian Miles Chung literally is the biggest dick rider for Elon Musk. This is the guy who swatted someone and allegedly got a dog flashbanged. This is the guy who swatted someone because they had a falling out over a YouTube gaming channel that they were running together. Like, this guy is fucking unhinged.
To these people, but it's nice you've got receipts to prove your gaming credentials. All of that money, but he's collecting divorces like Infinity Stones, and he got Ian Miles Chong in his mentions all day. Sounds like a miserable life to me.
I'm not even gonna read that chat, Zubat, because I don't know if that's true, so I don't even want to repeat that.
Again, his Diablo 4 gameplay might have fooled people because nobody even knew what top-level D4 looked like.
The funniest thing about that last swatting that I mentioned is, like, the reason he got caught doing that swatting is because he was trying to chat up some e-girl and slide into the DMs as a means to try and impress the e-girl. He bragged about swatting this guy. Because if there's anything that gets the panties wet and makes the panties drop, it's bragging about swatting someone. Am I right, ladies, in the chat? Like, doesn't that just make you melt into a man's arms when he brags about swatting someone? No, that doesn't do it for you? Oh, then consider yourself a very hinged individual.
Like, because only 2 people made it there, but the PoE stuff wasn't gonna slide.
I have a lifetime of playing video games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually...
Again, like I said, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, a rich guy in his free time playing video games. Like, video games is considered, like, one of the biggest entertainment industries in the world at this point. So there's nothing wrong with a rich guy playing video games in their free time. But to care this much about people perceiving you to be, like, some god-tier gamer, this is just sad.
Like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
Paragon board and the build, you're also an innovator there.
Yeah, I've played a lot of video games.
Dog, in Elden Ring, he had a heavy load with like 2 shields equipped. What are you talking about? He's speccing int, but doing a physical build.
You think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing. To rise to the top, you have to be exceptional, period, as a human being.
Yeah.
No, you don't. And controversial take, boys, but if you're playing to improve, I believe that
It's funny that only his biggest dick riders are the ones that buy into this, like, pro gamer shit.
Human will hit the top rank in a video game within like 2,000-3,000 hours. And if you don't, you are retarded.
Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, Trade League. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level. 2 weeks into the league, when people are playing the game, literally, they're staying up 40 to 50 hours without sleeping, only playing Path of Exile, and they are the most try-hard guys in the world.
This guy's like Trader X TV, Adderall stream.
So essentially what they're saying is this like achievement that he's bragging about having, it's not even difficult to achieve. Apparently, like, just playing the game a hell of a lot is enough to achieve it. What the fuck?
Out of his mind, 40 hours, and he's like the same rank as Elon? You gotta be kidding.
Have you ever done a sober stream, brother?
Now that we got the context of what Elon Musk was claiming here, let's talk about how he snapped away Asmund's verifications and leaked the DMs. I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Sure, who are these mysterious editors? 2 guys.
Mysterious editors? Why did he say it like that? Hold on.
Here, let's talk about how he snapped away Asmund's verifications and leaked the DMs. I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Sure, who are these mysterious editors? 2 guys at...
Does he not know that streamers and YouTubers often hire editors? Like, this is a guy who runs multiple companies where he hires people to run them for him, obviously, right? And he doesn't understand that big streamers often hire people to edit for them? The fuck?
DA Asmongold and Cat Danny, they basically run the entire YouTube account. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and it's a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, TBH. Almost everyone does it on YouTube. Interesting. Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not...
Wait! He thinks the editors are his boss? Okay. If there was ever any proof you needed that Elon Musk is a fucking idiot, this is it. He thinks the editors are his boss. Oh my god, he's so dumb. Chat, let me remind you, Donald Trump is about to give this fucking clown a position in our government. Oh my god.
His own man. And he gets community noted again. Asmongold does not have bosses. He employs content editors. And I want to make something abundantly clear.
How do you not understand? How do you not understand that content creators often have editors, especially streamers? Because streamers are spending the majority of their day streaming. When would they have time to edit their own shit? So they hire editors to do it for them.
A full-blown loser, but at least
oh my god, like... Elon, I hate you so much because not only are you a fucking clown, but also, like, you're making me stand up for Asmongold of all fucking people. Holy shit.
Ain't pretended to be something I'm not. They call me a chug jug because I keep it 100. Let's just collectively agree to leave Elon Musk in big 2024. I don't care if you're liberal, conservative, or a...
Every time he does something like this, it's always the most cringe fucking pose in existence.
Donkey. Let's just leave him there.
Now, what happens after this? I'm not really sure. Am I a security?
What is this? The problem is he's thinking editors as in like editors like newspapers, so people's bosses, because video editors and magazine editors who have told two different roles, magazine editors are often bosses. Oh my god. You think that that's the confusion? You think that he's mixing up those two? Oh my lord. Oh, don't you know, YouTubers have no life. They can't possibly afford real editors. Jesus. I mean, yeah, like, people like me who are on the bottom, like, I couldn't afford an editor. But, like, obviously, like, big-name creators, like, yeah, they hire editors to edit their stuff for them.
Threat to the United States?
Yeah, that's a good point. Is it?
Especially if you're a creator who's not good at editing yourself. Like, it could be very beneficial to hire an editor because they could do a much better job than you'd be able to.
Elon low-key part of the government? See, like, I genuinely don't know. I'm Canadian. I can barely afford my rent and stay afloat here.
Elon thinks that my editors tell me what to do, and he was using it as a way to...
Oh my god, so he does think that. So when he leaked the DMs, he thought it was some big expose. Like, you know, Asmongold positions himself as some, like, independent free thinker. Meanwhile, his overlords tell him what to say or do. Oh my god, what an idiot.
Like, make it seem like that's not what I really think because I'm being told by my editors to do stuff. Like, that was his, like they're my boss or they're
what
like,
a fucking clown. What an absolute fucking clown.
Like my overlords or something.
Elon's only familiar with one type of editor, so he doesn't seem to understand that there are two types. Dear Lord.
Right, and that's really what it is.
Leaking my DMs is one thing, but this is absolutely uncalled for. Showing the tweet where he says he's a bad gamer. I feel like I gotta emphasize this. The dude's a billionaire.
Jeez, that's funny. Like, Asmongold does not give a fuck about this situation. So much so that he's memeing on it. Leaking my DMs is one thing, but call me a bad gamer. Like, how dare you?
And he's still getting triggered over video game stuff. He's like trying to relate to the common man so much he's malding like one. And getting so upset you're unverifying people on your own platform is like a bad look.
Yeah, that's a really like insanely bad look. You don't understand, right, chat? Like, shit like this to conservatives, which is the kind of people Elon panders to, that's a big no-no, okay? Abusing your power to censor people or take away, you know, people's, like, you know, platforms or positions or stuff like that. Like, that's really fucking bad in the eyes of a conservative. So seeing that, like, so many conservative commentators and anti-woke people are, like, royally fucking pissed at Elon right now over this.
To be honest, I am constantly insulted on this platform. White, some ordinary gamers even had a pretty good take on this.
Whenever anyone mentions Elon in a less than flattering way, you will have the most unlovable Cro-Magnon swarm you, dogpiling like it's World War Z zombies.
It's true. Anytime you say anything negative, you could even have like a little shitter Twitter account where like you have like 2 followers or some shit. And if you ever say anything negative about Elon, all these fucking like mush-headed morons will respond to you like, how dare you criticize Daddy Elon? Like it's fucking weird.
Everything they hype him up to be, he is the opposite. He is not cool. He generates AI images of himself where he's not like this meatball-shaped man. He is not for free speech like they like to hype him up as.
And worst of all, he fakes his gaming
It's literally free speech only for the speech that he thinks is acceptable. Which, if you look at his platform, is apparently lots of hate speech. We're talking like transphobia, queerphobia, racism, white supremacy, anti-Semitism, like literally all that shit is like, these are things that would not be allowed on old Twitter, but ever since he took over, it runs rampant on Twitter. That's his idea for free speech. But if you ever use the word, and test this on Twitter, type the words cis or cisgender, and you will be censored. So he's the free speech guy, but only for speech that he considers acceptable.
Credential.
It's almost like he has no understanding as to like what what items are or what you're even supposed to do with them.
Even a Path of Exile player will agree that PoE2 is a nerd game. So why is Elon Musk trying so hard to like fit in and lie? Holy smokerton, Elon Musk himself went live and addressed this issue.
See, one of the questions was, am I going to comment on the Chinese driver of my Path of Exile account?
Chinese driver is honestly crazy.
Yes, his name is Elon Ma, and he's amazing.
Why does he sound like he's like in a basement? Like this guy's a multi-billionaire. He can't afford like at least semi-decent like audio equipment for like his stream. Like, bro, like I got this mic for like $150. Okay, it didn't cost me, you know, a significant amount of money, and my audio sounds insanely better than yours. What is your fucking excuse being a multi-billionaire and having a stream that sounds like you're streaming off of a fucking iPhone?
I rely on him for everything. I rely on him for everything.
See, like, the thing is, that is probably true. It's like he dug himself into a hole and he's trying to irony himself out of it. And I don't think it's really working because the people aren't really laughing with him. They're laughing at him. Why not just play for fun and suck at the game like everyone else who puts in 1 hour a week? Literally true. I would even go as far as to argue the less Path of Exile.
I think that's the craziest thing about this is seeing like even like some of Elon's biggest dick riders, they're calling him out on this bullshit.
You play in a week, the more cool you are.
Twitter became Gab too because it's all Nazi crap in the For You feed. I mean, it literally has. Like, if you've never used Gab before, Gab is like, dear Lord, it's like the most cursed social media platform on the fucking planet. And yeah, essentially that's what Twitter is now.
But I digress. Right before our eyes, Elon Musk's whole good gamer facade is crumbling into oblivion. And that's the thing. If Elon Musk is willing to lie about his accomplishments in a nerd video game, then how far is he willing to go to satisfy his own fragile ego? Subscribe to my channel for an H-1B visa.
For legal reasons, that's...
Alright, so anyway, that's the Elon situation with Asmongold. Like, dear Lord, he really kicked up a shitstorm for himself on this one. Like I said, even some of his biggest supporters are calling him out like, dude, what the fuck? You're having a meltdown here. Full-blown crash out because how dare the Roach King question the legitimacy of your obviously faked gameplay. Multi-billionaire chat, running multiple big-name businesses, getting bent out of shape over somebody questioning his obviously faked gameplay. Unbelievable.